another edition of Just a Couple Guys Talking Football. A little bit of Sunday reaction for you. This is a first for us, Tate.
Yeah, first, just because of both of our schedules kind of
Yeah,
stink.
exactly. But
Yeah,
I also
Go ahead.
but I also think our audience likes our reactions, so I think it's good to
Yeah,
kind of give it to
they're
them
fresh. Yours is definitely fresh.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are too. But by the way, happy birthday to
Thanks
to Ryan Tate on the beautiful.
I'll just tell you, it
December
wasn't the
7th.
best because I got a hot tub and there's algae in it. Today was my birthday, and I spent majority of the day screwing with that. And both of my hoses were frozen, and so took a lot longer. So I missed quite a bit of the first part of the games because trying to get to the Broncos game but it's okay. So
All right. Well, we're going to jump right into it, folks. I'm sure you'd love to hear us wax poetically about our lives, but let's talk about the real thing that we do, and it's just a couple guys talking football. So let's talk about the reaction from Thursday, which I know is a couple days ago, but we didn't really talk about the Detroit Lions handling pretty mightily, I would say, the Dallas Cowboys. What was the final score on that
44
one?
to 30.
44-30. Tate, thoughts on this game? Are the
Yeah,
Lions stacked?
I thought I predicted it pretty pretty well with it because I wanted to see the Cowboys put together back-to-back wins against quality opponents, and to me they got kind of embarrassed, like kind of thought. So Lions look good. Let's face it, the Cowboys defense isn't very good.
No,
they move the ball at will
good.
all over.
Jameer Gibbs is a stud, by the way, too. He's an absolute stud. I mean, I was seeing his stats that are comparing to what Walter Payton's stats are, like through the first couple games, or for the first like 40-some games that they've both been in their career, and they're very similar. So, and that's coming from a Bears fan, so that's pretty high praise for anyone to be compared to Walter. Here's how it breaks down for me, folks. Dallas Cowboys away from Dallas are a different team. They're a different team. And, they caught the Chiefs on, Thanksgiving. That's all well and good. I'm just telling you this, away from Dallas, I saw a meme the other day, I think, or a quote from Skip Bayless. Well, that was fun 3 weeks while it lasted. That's what it is.
Well,
with Dallas.
Skip goes crazy every week they win. So it's not the end of Skip Bayless going crazy. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, do I think Detroit's still alive? Yes. But they also lost Brian Branch in this one.
Yeah.
I think he tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Their defense has got some holes. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown to come back from that little ankle injury that kept him out of the Thanksgiving game was nice to see.
Yeah.
Detroit still got a tough road ahead of them, but they could definitely do it. They've got the schedule to do it. But my thing is, I think at this point you can kind of call Dallas done. And let's talk about George Pickens here real quick. I mean, does the guy want to play? Does he want an extension? I mean, he looked like he was giving up on plays a bunch the other day. I mean, all wide receivers have that divaness.
Yeah, but him and Jerry Jeudy are in a different league. I mean, why do you think the Steelers got rid of him? So yeah, I think he's a diva, and he pouts when he doesn't get the ball. He pouts with this.
Well,
I say, was there maybe 4 teams who's ever won a Super Bowl with a Hall of Fame receiver? Not saying he's a Hall of Fame receiver, but dude, you can get these guys anywhere. You got the quarterback, you can find them anywhere.
My thing is, CeeDee Lamb goes out, George Pickens, this is your time to shine again, and instead of shining, you're basically just acting like a brat everywhere and just not blocking, not giving up on plays. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked to see Dallas re-sign him because of all of this, because they're like, well, no, we like him, he's a good guy. But anyways, that's all I got for that game. Let's go on to Sunday. We got plenty to talk about Sunday. I'm sure everybody's dying to hear what we have to say. Steelers beating the Ravens, 27-22. I can't figure out either one of these games. I
can't either. I was saying that. I was texting my brother about that. I have no idea with these two teams.
Seriously,
I have no idea like what you're getting. I'm not kidding you, and we've said this quite a bit. This is the hardest football season, to pick any just money lines. Like this is crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, look at the Commanders for Christ's sake. Like, I mean, it's just so up and down. Holy cow! Like, there's always a little bit. There's always a team a winning team who's doing really good, who loses later in the year. But this is every week, and it's like 3 to 4 upsets every week too. It's not like one, so it's just crazy.
Well, I mean, the Steelers team that I watched last week score 7 points against Buffalo was not the same Steelers team that played the Baltimore Ravens today. And I get it, it's a division opponent, you get up for it. But what in the good God is going on? I just can't figure out.
Maybe it's just the matchups now. That's what it's got to be. Just the matchups are just favoring more teams than not. And God, I don't know. I don't know. Like going in every week about the Steelers, if they pay a 500 team, an opponent who's 500, I don't know. I don't know what to pick anymore with them. I have no idea.
I mean, listen, they got the Dolphins on Monday night next week.
The Dolphins are going to give them a game.
The Dolphins are going to give them a game, and we'll get to the Dolphins in a minute. But I don't know which Steelers team is going to show up. I mean, they don't necessarily run the football. They finally completed a pass, I think, over 20 yards, which they hadn't done in like 4 weeks, I think. But hey, at the end of the day, Steelers, we said to you a couple weeks ago, we thought there was trouble in Pittsburgh. But turns out you guys are in the driver's seat for the AFC North crown right now, so congratulations. Yeah. Next up, Seahawks demolishing the Falcons. I think it was tied at half, 6-6.
Yeah.
After that, it was 37-9 was the final. Sam Darnold came alive, threw a bunch of touchdowns. I mean, listen, Seattle's defense is legit. Mm-hmm. And the Falcons, I think, as we've been saying, folks, I mean, Kirk Cousins had 2 interceptions. I think the Falcons are going to start phoning it in here from here on out. I just don't see much fight in them.
No, I got nothing with this. Yeah. I mean, this is what I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a blowout.
A shocker probably to both of us was the Titans beating the Cleveland Browns.
Actually, Shadur looked like his stats-wise were pretty good.
Okay, I thought that too because I looked at this. I wanted to see
that. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 300-some yards passing?
Yeah, but 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes. Oh, yeah. They were down 31-17. Yeah. I think Tennessee took their foot off the gas.
A little garbage time.
And a little garbage time.
Well, the good thing, PJ, is we're going to hear it on the radio everywhere else. It's going to be nonstop talking about Shadur's the answer. And how Stefanski needs to get fired and all this. Because I'm already reading it. So can't wait for that one. But I will say I don't care. Even if it's garbage time, he looked like he played pretty good. He sat in the pocket. I think a couple plays he avoided some sacks, so he didn't look terrible. I may just go out there and say this. I think he's better than Dylan Gabriel.
I think talent-wise, listen.
I'm not saying he's a starter yet.
No, neither am I. But I'll tell you this right now, and I think you agree with this. I think talent-wise, Shadur is talented. I think Shadur is talented. And do I think he's more talented than Dylan Gabriel? Absolutely. Sorry, Dylan Gabriel. I think you've had a good run. I just don't think that Shadur has intangibles. He's taller. He's got the height. He's got a little bit better arm. These are all things that play into it. Can Shadur be built into a starting quarterback? Probably. Mm-hmm. It's going to take some time, and it's going to take some patience from an organization. Now, is the Cleveland Browns that organization? I don't know. But, listen, he definitely loves that Fanning because that Fanning tight end for that team had like 114 yards. He had like 8 receptions, 11 targets. I just don't know which way Cleveland's going to go after this because is Cleveland going to keep Kevin Stefanski? Are they going to keep other people on the team? Like, which way are they going? I think they've got something in Judkins. I think they've got something in Shadur. Of course, we all won't know what we think about Jerry Jeudy. But I think overall, Cleveland is still a big question mark to me because I just don't know which way they're going to go. And, I mean, obviously, because I thought they should have waxed the floor with Tennessee. I mean, especially defensively. They don't give up that many points, especially, the mistake.
Even it was in Cleveland, too. I know.
Right, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Needless to say, Tennessee, congratulations on another win. I think you just took yourselves out of the first-round draft pick, so congratulations. Next up, Dolphins, Jets, 34-10. I mean, the Dolphins' stats didn't look that great, but I think the Jets are just finally kind of floundering at that point,
Yeah, I got nothing with it. So
Saints beating the Buccaneers.
Yeah, this one. See, here's another one. Here's another one that in Tampa too. Like, are you? Okay.
Tampa Bay's 1-4 for the last 5
Hey,
games.
the Saints they've had a lot of close games. They got a lot of fight for what they got in the team. So they're doing something right there with the coaching and stuff. They're right there. I mean, they're in a lot of games. They still got a lot of pieces they got to fill, but I think they're building pretty good right now. I don't know what's up with the Buccaneers, man. I thought they were going to start pulling it together.
Yards passing.
What's that?
Baker Mayfield had 120.
Yeah, I know. I took a parlay with him. I think it was 170.
And can anybody put out a missing poster for Emeka Egbuka, because he's been missing for about the last 6 or 7 games? I don't know. They got Bucky Irving back. That helps a little bit. But, man, the Saints came to play today, and obviously the Buccaneers thought they were maybe just going to sleepwalk through the Saints. But it goes to show you, any given Sunday, like you like to say, Tate. All right, Colts losing to the Jaguars and also losing Daniel Jones to the season.
That sucks.
36-19. I mean, we both picked it. I picked the Jags to win in this one.
I did
too. Can't remember. Okay, and so I think that we were both on this beforehand. It just kind of played into our favor that Daniel Jones went out too. I hate to say it, Colts fans, I don't have good feelings for you now. I mean, I didn't have great feelings for you before, but I figured, maybe Daniel Jones can repossess something, something that he lost. But at this rate, Jonathan Taylor's even not looking like the same guy, because, you don't have the same threat anymore. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know what happened to the Colts defense that was actually playing pretty well earlier in the season. But, man, there's some trouble in Indy. I mean, I love me some Riley Leonard, but I don't know if he's going to take it to the AFC South crown.
No. No way.
So moving right along here, here's another one. Washington Commanders get shut out by the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, who just got shut out last week, couldn't even fight themselves out of a paper bag. J.G. McCarthy throws 3 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels was playing, by the way, folks. He played not very well. I mean, none of the Commanders played well, but that game totally took me by surprise. And maybe it was for shame on me because the Vikings would have bounced back big, but man,
no way.
That was.
Have they been doing
crazy
all year? No way.
Right? I mean, that's just craziness.
Yeah. So surprised with this one. I don't know. Wow. Yeah. I have no, I figured, after the Bronco game, the Commanders game, that was going to give them a little bit of juice going into it. But, wow. Holy cow. So.
Yeah, I mean, Jaden Daniels was 9 for 20 for 78 yards. Mariota had 30 yards passing, too, so he got into the game late.
They lost Zach Ertz, too, with, I think, a knee.
Yeah, I mean, they had 206 yards of offense. That's pretty brutal. Hey, listen, once again, folks, just goes to show you, don't count your chickens before they hatch on picking these games.
Yeah.
It is not an easy thing.
I need to stop this, 10-pick parlay for teams from money lines. It's terrible. I only put a $2 down, but.
Yeah, but it's still.
The beginning of the year, it was working. Not now, so. Bills or
Bills and Bengals. Yeah. 9-34.
That was a pretty good game, and Joe Burrow had him at the end there, and then fumbled the ball. I thought the Bengals were gonna because when I was turning on, like I said, I was fixing my hot tub, so I was in and out of the house, trying to catch what I could. Kind of had my phone going.
Yeah.
I thought the Bengals were gonna just whoop them at one point. I think they were up, at least 10 points. So,
they were up 14-3 after the
Okay, there you go. So 11 points.
I'm sorry, 14-3. Then it was 21-11 at half.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, they were. But the Bills did what the Bills. Josh Allen has a franchise record of a 40-plus yard running in touchdown, the biggest in Bills history. So, yep, they just came back. But boy, I'll tell you this: the Cincinnati Bengals are completely different with Burrow starting as their quarterback. Holy cow!
It's unbelievable how night and day.
It's not. Yeah, it's a completely different team. I mean, even their defense plays better. I know the score doesn't really indicate that, but it's in Buffalo, snowy. But holy cow, you can just the spice of the team of how hard they play. It's just they get a shot in the arm of something. It's just
a little Bengal spice. I like it.
Yeah,
a little
Bengal spice. We are out of the month of pumpkin spice with Bengal spice. Yeah.
A little Bengal spice for Burrow coming back. I totally agree with you. It's really unbelievable how much drive he gives that team. They play different, and I don't know if the defense just starts believing because he's making plays out there, and they're like, "Hey, Joe will save us at least one time. Let's play a little harder." But it does go to show you a little bit of something, and this is a point I think you and I have touched on before, and that is when your offense can do something, your defense wants to fight harder. Like we've talked about that. You've talked about that with the Broncos. I've talked about that with the Bears. Various other teams. Yep. It matters that you have a guy in there that you believe in. It really does, because holy cow. I mean, because look at that. On the reverse side, the Bills didn't stop believing, and their offense didn't necessarily, or their defense didn't play that great today. Mm-hmm. I mean, they gave up touchdown after touchdown, because every time the Buffalo scored in the second half, it felt like the Bengals scored in 3 plays later. Like, here, never mind, we're up again. Listen, Buffalo, I think, is definitely going to be in the wild card situation still for the playoffs. I don't know if anybody wants to see Buffalo roll in, but keep fighting hard. It's fun to watch Buffalo. And Josh Allen is he's so fun to 3 touchdowns in the air. He's running the ball all over.
Yeah, he's a machine, man.
Yeah, and he makes the game fun to watch a little bit, because you never know what's going to happen. And by the way, he's never out of it. Speaking of never out of it, let's talk
Rams.
Let's talk about the Rams. Over the way. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. 45-17.
Yeah, I got nothing. That's what I was just saying. Let's just get that
Stafford just went ballistic in this one. Puka went ballistic.
Yep.
The Rams are a real deal, folks, and I think that's
what I was saying last week when they lost. I wasn't too worried about it with the Panthers beating them.
No.
I was just like, to me, the Rams as a team, like my power rankings, they didn't really dip for me anyways.
Right.
To me, they're still there. Like, I think they're a top 3 team right now. I don't know if they're 1, 2, or 3, but yeah, they're killing it. They dropped the game.
Listen, I'd probably say that they're probably a number 1 team for me. They're probably the number 1 team for me. I can't think of an AFC team that I would put as the number 1 team for me. They have the offense, they have the quarterback, they have the guys on defense to make anybody worry, and that's the thing. You got Jared Verse coming at you. Their secondary is pretty stout. And, let's just be honest, Stafford's having a Cinderella season here. I mean, he's playing his butt off. He's got weapons all over the place wherever he wants to go. So that's going to be the crazy thing. And the other thing that I kind of like about the Rams too, and why I kind of put them number 1 above other people, is to our point about those diva people that we were talking about earlier.
They don't have them.
They don't have them. They have people that could be, they have talent, but I never hear Puka complaining or giving up on plays because he didn't get the ball, or Devontae Adams.
No.
Puka scored. Devontae was the first one there to congratulate him. Yep. And that, folks, to me, is the biggest deal, and that's a team thing. That's a culture thing, and that's something.
Well, let's face it. What top team has who's killing it right now? Let's say our top 8 teams. Do any of them have really divas?
Probably right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure 1 or 2 of them, or we might not even. Or how about this? We don't hear about their divas. That's the other point that I guess we don't hear.
Well, no, but I'm talking about watching them on their play. If you watch their game on their highlights, like any of that, people talk about it all the time. So, I'm telling you, it's more the divas are on the teams that are not doing too good. I mean, it just shows you that. I mean, God, since the Broncos got rid of Jerry Jeudy, holy cow. The receiver room actually is quiet, and they're always like, I'm dropping too many balls. I need to block more, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't see them throwing fits on the sidelines and pouting when they don't get the ball. And so, I think it's, I think teams that are struggling have a lot of divas on their team. Yeah, it's kind of like Cignetti said when he went to Indiana, I have to change how people think around here.
Yeah.
That's what he did in 2 years. That's what he did.
That's a good point.
So it's the same thing Sean Payton did in Denver. I have to change how people think and how we approach everything. So you get the cancers out of the locker room, you get the divas out. If you're not going to block, then you're out of here.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, let's move right along here. I think everybody's been waiting to hear you talk about your Broncos winning. Of course, not covering. You picked that one, 24-17. You said it'd be a close game. Broncos are actually up, I think, 24-7.
Yeah, they took their foot off the gas. The Broncos, you could tell they were working on their running game. They ran the ball much better. I know it's against the Raiders. It's something to build upon. R.J. Harvey ran pretty hard. 75
yards, yeah.
Yeah, he ran pretty hard. He's just, man, dude, like he just doesn't have that umph of getting through the, like if the hole's there, yes. But if there's like, I got to break 2 arm tackles, he ain't doing it. And actually the Broncos don't have any running backs like that. So it's got to be a very good hole. Their fullback had some pretty big plays today that was pretty cool. Happy. I wanted him just to get away with a win. I figured it was going to be closer, but I don't think the Broncos still won by 10. So technically the Raiders didn't. 7. 24, yeah, but wasn't it 6.5?
7.5.
No, it went up though because we did our pick and it was 6.5. Well, ESPN had 6.5. Yes, needless to say, the Broncos won. They look better running the ball. Bo Nix played really good. Max Crosby still gives him fits. He did have some pressure. I was impressed how Bo played. There's also a lot of just flat routes by the running back. Didn't really stretch the field at all. I think Sean Payton said when the 10-7 win against the Raiders a few weeks ago, he said the game plan was absolutely atrocious. But you could tell they were focusing on running the ball, like running the ball. So I think they had 150 some yards rushing last I saw. But anyway, so I'm happy. We got the Packers next, and that's what will lead into your game.
Well, let me ask you this something real quick. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think the Broncos offense has enough oomph here to carry you guys in the playoffs? Because I know that's
right now,
the one thing that worries about you.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I still don't because the running game and just some of the play calling and just some of what I've seen all year.
Yeah.
I will tell you, though, this team is just – they play to whoever they're playing's level. So even today, we were up, a good amount, and then you could tell it was just like, all right, it's garbage time. We got it. Super conservative play calling
did
still.
Kenny Pickett get in the garbage time then?
Yeah, he actually looked pretty – he moved the ball way better than Geno would. If I'm the Raiders, I'm starting Kenny Pickett.
I'm shocked that they didn't do this before, by the way. I brought this up last week.
Yeah, I'm going to finish the season to see what I got in Kenny Pickett, period.
You're
going to have to eat the salary.
Geno, we know what Geno is.
Yeah, Geno's a good backup. He's an amazing backup. Great backup. Like I said before, I would take him here.
Right.
But no, I mean, they're paying Antonio Pierce, they're paying John Gruden, and they're paying Josh McDaniels still. So I don't think they're going to fire Pete Carroll yet. They're not going to eat another coach.
I don't think they're going to fire him. I think Pete would leave. I'm going to, hand to God, say I don't think that the Raiders would fire him. I think that it would be Pete going, do I really want to do this?
Yeah.
Because I think, Pete's
it's a complete overhaul.
77 years old or something. I mean, he's not a spring chicken by any means, and that's not a shot at him because the guy moves around way better than any 77-year-old.
70 some.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing is this: does he want? I think that they kind of push their chips in the middle a little bit with the Geno move this year, and then with Kenny kind of like backing him up. They're like, hey, maybe we can get something going here. Maybe we can play with some house money, and that did not work. I just don't know if Pete Carroll wants to stay around for a rebuild. I don't know if Pete Carroll has that much time in him for staying around with rebuild.
I think he does, but I don't. I have no idea what's going on with his head. But like, if I'm them, I'm gonna offload Max Crosby. I'm gonna to get draft picks because that's what you got to do. You got to get young and talented. I hate to say it, but
and get more than Dallas got.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about that team. Because I'm sure everybody that watches this YouTube and I'm sure or our podcast saw some of our clips, and the Bears lost to the Packers. Yes, I will give it up to the Packers, 28-21. We're still the little brothers in this division, obviously. Hey, congratulations, Packers, you won. Here's my couple takes, couple things that I didn't really get a chance to watch at the beginning of the game. Got to watch a lot more towards the latter part. The thing that made me nervous was I felt, and I didn't really say this in our picking, I felt like the Bears had to keep the game close in the first half, at least one score. And when it's 7-3 and the Packers are kind of driving, like, hey, just, don't give up anything stupid. Keep it like 10-3. Maybe let them get a field goal, but don't get. And then all of a sudden, Melton gets behind Brisker because they're playing zone, and Brisker thinks he's got another safety behind him, obviously, which he doesn't. And they give up a stupid touchdown to Milton, but I mean, good for Jordan. And Jordan hit every one of his open guys today, and my hat's off to him. He played way better quarterback than Caleb did, and we'll get to Caleb in a minute. I'll wax poetically about the Packers. The defense played really stout at the beginning of the game.
They were gassed.
They were gassed later. I want to talk about that because I'll tell you what. The one thing that I know what these Bears are is we're a way better second half team. Way better second half team. And that's why I wanted to keep it one score. So then it was 14-3. Then we make it 14-11. We play around. Then it's 21-11. Then it's 21-14. And then it's 21-21. Now, at this point, I'm like, all right, guys, it's tied. Let's just not. And then all of a sudden, Josh Jacobs comes into the game. Listen, that's where the Packers can get you. They got Jordan Love. And really, the Packers offense had an okay second half. I wouldn't necessarily say it was world beaters. But the one thing that I did notice is, the Packers defense got gassed in the second half.
Oh, yeah, they were I remember looking at Parsons on the sidelines. Even Brady was saying. You could just tell, like, when
Caleb,
when you're tired, like, just that look, like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I thought, that last drive, I thought they were going to pull it out to tie it, and then I was I was thinking I was in the shower in between a few things. I was like, do you go for the 2 or do you take it into overtime? And that's what I kept asking myself.
So I want to go to the other side of things. So we talked about the Packers. There you go, Packer fans. I wax politically. You have the division now. You have the number 2 seed in the NFC. The Bears have dropped all the way down to the 7th seed with this loss. Okay, Bears fans. And Bears fans, listen up. Caleb is still a work in progress. Very, very inaccurate from time to time. But that mother effer can do some things with the football that I don't see a lot. He had a couple throws in this game that were really unbelievable, especially, and that's the thing. And his escapability, they talked about him, calling him the escape artist. I don't necessarily like that monochrome, if you will. But he gets away, and he's so athletic on moving around. But also sometimes he leaves a pocket when he shouldn't. Like, don't take yourself out. Like, the lines do, like that. We have a good offensive line. And you listen, the Packers defense is really good against the rush. The Bears rushing attack got 100 yards today. Didn't necessarily win them the game. Kept them in it. And that's good because I didn't think you were going to get much more than 100 yards against this defense. The thing it was going to come down to was Caleb's arm. And Caleb, I think that the play call at the end, do I think Caleb should have thrown that ball? Probably not. I think that was one of his options. I think he should have just ran it, got the first down, got out of bounds, and then tried it again.
Because he could have got out of bounds on that last play.
He could have got out of bounds.
Yeah.
I think it was poor execution. I don't mind the play call. Supposedly somebody just one of my buddies texted me. He said he watched a replay. DJ Moore's wide open. And let's also do this, folks, Chicago fans. Please put up missing posters of DJ Moore because I don't know what's going on with him. He is missing in this offense. And especially with Rome Odunze being out today, which I do think hurt the Bears because I think Caleb and Rome has something going. And I'm not saying Rome has blown up the stat lines, but he's an outlet for Caleb when he wants to kind of find somebody on the move. And Rome knows how to move with him a little bit. At the end of the day, we kept it close, but we didn't come up with it. That's okay. It's a learning game, Bears fans. Your defense also can't give up stupid pass plays, okay? Yes, we took the ball away from Jordan Love. He doesn't throw interceptions, and we got one. You have to play better executing of football. Listen, but we're not out of this thing yet. It's not like this was the last game. We're 9-4. We got Cleveland coming up next. And guess what? The Packers got to go to Denver, and that's right. They're playing in Denver, right? That's not. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel either.
I'll tell you this right now. I think the Broncos are due for a loss. The Raiders were marching up and down the field pretty easy on the Broncos, just like Washington did. There's just something off with the Broncos defense. It's weird. Once they get like their first sack, then everything just like they need to get a sack right away, and then everything changes. It seems like, but you can move the ball on this team. Thing is the Broncos play to every team's level, and Sean knows right now that, I mean, he said it, that they know how important the number 1 seed is right now.
Yeah, it's very important.
So
yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, I just think the Broncos are due. I think they're due because
as a Bears fan, I'm sorry to hear you say that, because I would really like for you to take care of the Packers.
Oh yeah, no, trust me too. I would love to, but man, I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing that I was happy to see in this game too. Luther Burden did step up very big for the Bears with Rome being out, so that's good. I think that Caleb's got to get more accurate. He's got to hit that first read better. He's got to execute better. But here's the deal. I think he also knows it. But I will tell you, the kid has an arm like I've never seen.
Yeah.
He really does.
The upside with Caleb's amazing. Like, I mean, to me, it's like he never learned how to play in the pocket in college, really.
No.
He didn't have to.
Probably not in high school either.
Yeah, and then like Bo Nix, for instance, that's all he had to do is like process information, read defenses, and blah, 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 blah. That's why I think you see him just kind of ahead in like certain areas, but pure athleticism and arm strength, no, easily goes to Caleb. I mean, he is a freak. I think that's going to come. I mean, this is only his first year with Ben Johnson.
Oh, yeah. And that's what
and then with that running game, they're not out of anything yet. They're not out of anything. No. All you got to do is get in the playoffs, and then who the hell knows? And for me, the NFC is well, I think they both are, but I think the NFC is, well, except for the Rams. Actually, the Rams, they're probably the most consistent team right now, but they can go far.
Yeah. Listen, I think the Rams definitely, I think, like we talked about just a minute ago, I think the Rams had their wake-up call and definitely answered the bell this week against Arizona. And now, and the other thing I wanted to ask you too about it, is this the end for Jonathan Gannon in Arizona? It might be. I mean, you could put everything you want on Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray's not playing anymore, and Arizona's still not playing that great. So don't tell me it's about the quarterback, because he ain't playing anymore. Your defense also just gave him 45 points, and Puka looked like he could do just about anything he wanted.
Who are they going to get that's going to change it there?
All right. All right, so you're still picking so real quick, game starting probably right now for Sunday night.
I still got the Chiefs.
Still with the Chiefs? Yeah, guess what? H-Town, baby. H-Town. For all you folks that were commenting on my little short on YouTube. Yeah, Houston, I'm still with you. I'm still picking you.
I hope you're right, man.
I hope I'm right too. All right, folks, that's it for us today. We'll review this game and the Monday night game.
Do you want to do the bonus college football real quick?
Good call. Thank you, Tate.
Yeah.
College
football. So we were talking
about.
I know we're NFL, but like for me right now, when I met PJ years ago, there's a group of us, and like me and PJ were the NFL guys, and the other two of our really good friends were the college guys, and it's still that way now. And we were kind of getting in an argument last night on a text thread. I am sick of college football right now. It is a complete train wreck, in my opinion, with the NIL, with Lane Kiffin being able to take a job in the middle of the season, any coach basically, and basically screw your kids over in the playoffs. Like, if I'm Ole Miss, get the hell out of here. You shouldn't be able to get a job until your season's over with, period. Let's freaking figure out this playoff system. I don't understand it at all. Like, oh my God, because that was my biggest complaint back in the day, is like, I will start following college football again when there's a playoff. Okay. Yeah. Now there's a 12-game playoff, and how many people got screwed?
Can't get it right. Yeah.
We can't get it right. Vandy, Notre Dame. So
Texas, whoever you
Texas,
want, keep going. BYU.
I'm talking about two-loss teams. I could care about the 3-loss.
But here's my problem, Tate, and here's one of the things. Okay, so because what I'm taking from the rankings today is they didn't want to punish Alabama for being a 3-loss team because they played in their conference championship game. Okay, well, guess what? BYU's a 2-loss team,
Who played in a conference championship?
Who played and lost their conference championship?
That's the SEC.
Oh, by the way, though, they got smoked. Oh wait, so did Alabama. So, and listen, I know I'm a Notre Dame Domer, a Golden Domer, so I know that, I've got some angst about this today. At the end of the day, we lost 2 games. We're not in it. That's fine. I understand that. I don't have any argument against Miami. Miami, you're in. Congratulations. I have an argument against we should have been in. Like, here's my thing, to your point. You have a 12-game playoff, 12-team playoff. Are the best 12 teams in the playoff? No. No. You can't tell me that James Madison and Tulane are 2 of the 12 best teams. That's it. I'm sorry.
Yes. So why would you do that with them, but not Vandy and Notre Dame?
We want to play to these. I think that here's part of the problem that I have, and this is why I like the NFL, because we have conferences and we have divisions, and the divisions play within the divisions, and then everybody plays, and then guess what? Your record. Here it is. This is it. Did you beat that other team? Great. Then you're in, then you move up. But we have all of this grading and opinions from booster type people. And listen, I love it. I love college football as a game, as the game being played, and the kids and the excitement, and things can happen because wild stuff happens. But at the end of the day, when someone's, it feels like someone's opinion boosts a team more than actually what the team's play should be. And that's the end of the day. Yeah. Right.
Well, we'll look at NCAA, 1AA, FCS. They got it figured out. Division II. When I was in Division II, I played in my rookie year. We went to our second national championship. Yeah. And God, there was over 16 teams, or there was 16 teams in that playoff. They got it right. As soon as your season was over with, boom, boom, boom. You
played.
You played the playoff games like now. So like they get it right. March Madness gets it right. I know basketball is completely freaking different, but like there's ways of doing it. And I like I'm saying, do the conference and then do a division, a North division or a West and an East. Division, and just call it that. East of the Mississippi or whatever, or draw another line through Michigan or Illinois, whatever.
Give me East like the top 50 or 56 teams in the country. And you can put relegation in there. I don't care.
Just do it like the NFL, 32 teams.
Whatever. Put them in there. Here's one side, here's the other. Playoff, and you take the best 7 teams from each conference or whatever. If you want to say, okay, this side's Big Ten and this side SEC, whatever you want to say, just this whole what we were really thinking when we watched the tape, and my opinion on this team over that team. No, I don't want some doucher's opinion in the committee to tell me what team should be playing, because it should just be take the best 12 teams. That should it be. And I'm sorry, and James Madison and Tulane both also lost their coaches. So how is this going to work in the playoff? Because I thought that was supposed to be counted too, but I digress. Obviously, I could get a little fired up about this one, but that's
I agree with you. There's too many rules. There's too many ifs, ands, and buts.
Well, it's almost like there's too many buts. Yeah, they won, but they lost, but that's it. Alabama, they lost, but they were in the SEC championship game.
They got destroyed by Georgia.
They got embarrassed.
Yeah,
they got embarrassed.
They can do anything. I know, and this is where honestly, I'll watch the playoffs. I don't watch any of the bowl games. I don't turn. They'll be on in the background. Maybe I could care less anymore.
Pop-Tarts Bowl this week or this upcoming weekend. Come on.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just with today's technology, and oh my God, we're gonna have a playoff and it's gonna solve itself, and it's like, no, we're still talking the same crap. It's the same crap when there was just
when it went from 2 to 4 to 12, we're still talking about the same thing.
Just there's co-national champions. When CU won it, CU and Georgia Tech.
Remember
in 1990,
whatever.
1990. There's co-national. Just Jesus. The most popular sport in college, and they can't figure it out.
No. LSU and USC are co-champs. Oh, are they? Yeah, because that makes sense. Yeah. No, why don't they play? No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. So, needless to say, folks, I think it's safe to say that that's why we do
that's why we talk NFL. That's why we talk it.
That's right.
It's
All
a
right.
little simpler.
Well, we're going to join you later this week. We'll react from the Sunday night game with the Chiefs and the Texans, and the Monday night game, Eagles and Chargers, and plus we'll give you our picks for this upcoming Week 15. But other than that, thank you, and we are.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think the Broncos can beat the Packers?